Good morning. Today is Friday, May 15th, 2020. And I want to share something from Rav Kook, the first Ashkenazi chief rabbi of Israel. There's a beautiful prayer that we say every night at Mariv, at the evening service, the prayer Hashkivenu. And it's a prayer that's beautiful all the time, but particularly apt and relevant to us today. Hashkivenu Hashem Elokeinu l'shalom. Hashem, help us to lie down in peace, meaning when we go to sleep. V'hamidenu malkeinu l'chayim, and help us to rise up, Hashem, our King, for life. I mean, that's really what we need. We need to be able to go to sleep in peace and get up with life. That's really what we need. V'hagem ba'adenu, and shield us and take away from us any enemy or war or famine or sorrow. Ubetzel kanafecha tastirenu, shelter us in the shadow of your wings. Ushmor tzeisenu uvoenu l'chayim u'shalom me'atov yad olam, and guard our going and coming for life and for peace from now and forever. Baruch ato Hashem, shomer amo Yisrael la'ad. Blessed are you, Hashem, who guards his people Israel forever. It's a beautiful prayer. It's a powerful prayer. It's particularly apt for us today. But there's a problem. And the problem with it is where we place it. So we say this paragraph as the last paragraph in Mariv, the evening service, before we say the Amidah. We say this paragraph. Okay, outside of Israel, we also say the prayers Baruch Hashem L'olam Amen V'Amen. That was added later during the medieval period. That was added later, only in certain places, not in Israel. Let's not discuss that right now. But this paragraph, Hashkivenu, is said just before Kaddish and then the Amidah. But there's a problem. And the problem is with the structure of davening. Because we've discussed this before, there's a concept in the structure of the prayers of being somech geula l'tefillah. We are required, both for the morning and the evening, to make a joining, to put together one next to the other, geula, redemption from Egypt, and tefillah, standing in prayer before God. That's why in the morning we say, Baruch ato Hashem Gaal Yisrael, blessed are you God, who is the Redeemer of Israel. And then immediately we start the Amidah. We don't even answer amen to that bracha. No interruption can come between the geula, the recognizing God as a Redeemer, and prayer. And we've discussed the significance of that before. We can go over that another time. But that's a basic rule in the structure of davening. So in Mariv, we say that bracha also, Baruch ato Hashem Go'al Yisrael, but then we insert this other paragraph of Hashkivenu. How is it possible? Why do we insert a different paragraph at that particular spot when the structure of davening requires that we not have any interruption between Go'al Yisrael and the Amidah? We do that in the morning. Why don't we do it at night? So the Talmud explains that, in fact, this paragraph of Hashkivenu creates Geula Arichta, an expanded redemption. That's what the Talmud says. Geula Arichta, it's not an interruption because it's an expanded redemption. It's part of the redemption. How is it part of the redemption? So Rav Kook explains as follows. First of all, it's fascinating. There's an ancient tradition. We find this first in the early medieval period, repeating a tradition from before, that this paragraph of Hashkivenu was first recited by the Jewish people in Egypt on the night they were redeemed from Egypt. On the night of Geula, on the night of Yetzias Mitzrayim, of the exodus from Egypt, the Jewish people looked around themselves and they see plague. They see the firstborn dying. They see people in misery and death. And they cry out to Hashem, Hashem, please protect us from the terrible tragedies that are going on all around us. Allow us to be able to go to sleep tonight. Allow us to be able to get up tomorrow and to be able to leave Egypt. So they are the ones that first said this paragraph of Hashkivein. Rav Kook explains that Goal Yisrael, redemption, refers to everybody. God will bring redemption to the world. Hashkiveinu is asking God, while you are bringing redemption to the world, please, me, myself, protect me so that I will be able to enjoy it, so that I will be able to get there along with everyone else. You have a two sides of a coin. You have a duality. You have a prayer for the needs of the collective, Goal Yisrael, bring redemption to the world. That's the reason for that bracha and why it has to come close to the Amidah. But you can't get to the Amidah to prayer if you yourself, if I myself am not protected to be able to get there along with everyone. And therefore we add, even as we talk about the collective, the general, the world, we also can't disregard our own personal needs. I need to be able to go to sleep in peace, and I need to be able to wake up in life. And therefore, even if we are the ones involved in protecting the world and helping the world, we still need to look out for our own personal protection and safety and health. And that's the reason, according to Rav Kook, that this paragraph Hashkiveinu is not an interruption. It is an expansion of the concept of redemption. Redemption for the klal, but also that I should be protected to be able to get there. I want to add just one last point. The paragraph that I read to you is the paragraph that we say every night, but on Friday night and on the nights of Yom Tov, we have a different ending. And we end with Ufros Oleinu Sukkah Shalom Echa. We ask God, spread over us your sukkah of peace, your canopy of peace. Another time I spoke about why that metaphor of sukkah is used. I'll leave that to the side for right now. Baruch atah Hashem, blessed are you God, hapares sukkah shalom aleinu, v'al kol amo Yisrael, v'al Yerushalayim. Blessed are you God, who spreads a sukkah of peace, a canopy of peace over us, over all Israel, and over Yerushalayim, over Jerusalem. Now the truth is, the ending is similar to during the week. It's more poetic. We invoke this metaphor of Sukkah Shalom, the sukkah, the canopy of peace. It's more poetic. But it also adds one new element, and that is Yerushalayim, Jerusalem. The purpose of Shabbos is to have an opportunity where there is more harmony, where there is more calm, where there is an opportunity to think more broadly than while we are rushed during the week. The purpose of redemption and the purpose of my asking for protection so that I will merit it is to be able to enjoy it in Yerushalayim. Tonight's coming, we say Hashkiveinu, and we say this line, and let's just think to ourselves how important and applicable and relevant this paragraph is to us. And then also the last two words, the Al Yerushalayim. The world should be redeemed, we should be protected, and we should be able to enjoy it in Jerusalem. My friends, I want to wish you a great day and a wonderful Shabbos.